We welcome Greg Lalevee, Business Manager for International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 825. Good to see you, Greg.
Good to see you, thanks.
A whole bunch of things to talk about, infrastructure issues, the Gateway Tunnel, the future of the work that you and your colleagues do and how technology is affecting it. But let's get this out of the way. Last time you were with us, I'm calling this Greg Lalevee 2.0. You look fitter.
Thank you.
Get it out of the way. Tell folks.
Lost 117 pounds so far.
By the way, I heard a gasp in the control. It's wow. We'll talk offline about your secret, or we'll put it on our website. But well done.
Thank you.
And keep working out and taking care of yourself. In that spirit, the condition of the union movement in this country, lots going on, a lot of questions about it. Federal administration doing what they're doing or not. But what you have said to me, and I should make it clear, I've done a significant amount of leadership development for Local 825, and so leadership is what we talk about. You're big on innovation, technology, and all of a sudden there's this educational component to the future of people who are engineers. What does that mean?
For the future of people who are going to be operating engineers.
Define the difference.
Well, for those of us who do the hands-on operating of heavy construction equipment or repair of heavy construction equipment, there's a technology move going on where GPS is moving into machinery. There's artificial intelligence, there's autonomous control, and we're taking a good hard look at how to educate our members in two veins. One, we want to take our existing membership and give them the platform to transition into the technology, and then we want to be able to capture those young people as they're moving through STEM and MEME programs through their high schools or VOTEC high schools, and bring them into the world of operating engineers.
But the bottom line, Greg, is that, and we've talked about this a lot, and it's important people understand this, the role of operating engineers has changed dramatically, largely because of technology and innovation.
Always, and over the last 100 years, the operating engineers have managed the engines running the equipment, moving from steam to diesel engines. They've managed the change from cable control to hydraulic control. And we're going to manage this change too and become masters of our craft and understand the technology. One
more question before we get to Gateway. Some of the teaching methods use a lot of video and high-tech stuff. I don't have any other word to describe it. Describe it.
Well, there are apps that are developed that'll simulate heavy equipment operation. There are simulators. We own several that simulate dirt-moving equipment, cranes, drills, concrete pumps. With the magic of the internet and Bluetooth technology, we can simulate two cranes picking a large object, and you could be on a simulator in California, and I could be at the one at our training center, yet we're working in tandem. So it offers great training opportunities for our people.
You know, it's interesting on this, even though I'm a student of leadership, I've talked about that a lot here, someone a heck of a lot smarter than me once said, innovate or die. You say?
Absolutely, agree with it, because this is going to be the technology. Autonomous equipment means there's no physical operator in the seat, but there's still the computer programming and everything that has to go on in the background. And so there will still be work associated with it.
So again, people should never confuse the fact that there's artificial intelligence, more technology and innovation than ever before, but the human component will, whether it's the operating engineers or any industry, I'm not here to be on a soapbox, but you will always need, even in media, you will always need the human component. Gateway, where are we with the tunnel? Is it happening? And President Trump, in or not in with the feds?
Well, a new application went in August, and some of the parameters changed.
Who's on the application? Is it New York, New Jersey?
Port Authority, Amtrak. But what's happened is Gateway Development Corporation went out and priced some things. Governor Murphy and Governor Cuomo got out front and got some of the front-end things done, opened the door to possible design build, made sure that mitigation plans were in place.
What does that mean, mitigation plans?
Well, for environmental mitigation.
Got it.
But by having all these things in place, they were able to define upfront costs better. So the application that went in actually shows the cost of the tunnel to be $1.4 billion less than the previous application. So it looks like a better application.
You know, I was watching NJTV News, did a great story recently. Check it out. Governor Christie started a new Christie Institute, if you will, at Seton Hall Law School, and he had Governor Cuomo on. And one of the things they talked about was the Gateway Tunnel, and they talked about a meeting they had with the president, in which the president said directly to them, according to them, I'm in, the feds will fund it. A, What happens if the feds do not fund the Gateway Tunnel? And B, does that mean it's dead?
Well, right now, the funding, the application that went in, the grant that they're seeking is about half the cost of the tunnel. So at least we're getting to a point where we're going to know whatever the metrics might be that the federal government or the administration would expect. In this application, Amtrak has moved their buy-in up $600 million.
They're putting more in, is what you're saying.
Yes, so there's more of a stakeholder piece of it. The Port Authority has made more of a commitment to it. The two governors and the state legislatures in each state passed legislation and created the Gateway Development Commission, which can receive federal funds, but also track costs and manage the project.
Greg, got about a minute left. Let's do this. By the way, we're talking, if you're listening on the audio side, Greg Lalevee from International Union Operating Engineers, Local 825. He's a business manager there. Real quick, if Gateway doesn't happen, 20 seconds, what happens to us?
The economy in this area is completely under distress. It's 20 to 30% of the GDP of the nation flows on the Northeast Corridor. 13% of Manhattan's workforce goes through those tunnels daily. What that would cascade to in property values in northern New Jersey along the rail lines is horrific. The New York Times just did a great story about one of the rail lines that goes from Middletown, New Jersey into the city, and just what late trains is doing. So shutting down the tunnels would kill the economy around here.
Greg Lalevee, 30 seconds on wind power.
Wind power, we're hoping to see in the next 25 to 30 months. There's a lease that's been approved that would put 96 wind turbines off the coast of New Jersey. So we're looking forward to what that would mean in terms of onshore construction, doing the manufacturing, and then possibly going out there in the ocean and putting those in there. So a great job opportunity across the economy.
Greg Lalevee, 2.0, business manager, International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 825. Greg, thank you, Greg.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back right after this.
State of Affairs with Steve Adubato is a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by Hackensack Meridian Health, PSC&G, Caldwell University, the law firm of Gibbons, P.C., MD Advantage Insurance Company of New Jersey, Englewood Health, and by Community Food Bank of New Jersey. Promotional support provided by NJ Advance Media and by New Jersey Globe.